Hey, Rain here. Today is yet again another build showcase, and it's Velox Prime. Today I'm going to show you two builds. So, let us immediately start. The first build is the Merciless Deadhead Flare build. Let's start with the mods. We're going to use all the Galvanized mods, Galvanized Shot for stats and Direct Damage for status. This is mandatory, raw damage, Galvanized Diffusion for multi-shot, mandatory multi-shot, Galvanized Crosser for critical chance while aiming. We need critical chance. This weapon doesn't really do much. You need to crit with this weapon to help it out a little bit. So this is a must-have. But if you don't feel like aiming to get crits, you can use Creeping Bullseye or Prime Pistol Gambit. Planetary Cracker for critical damage. Merciless Gunfight is going to give us critical damage. And Punch Through, you need Punch Through. The weapon has no clear, so this 1.2 helps it a little bit. Viral damage and heat damage. And that's it. These are the mods. For the Axe Weapon Adapter, I will highly recommend for you to use. It's going to be Steady Hands. For Weapon Recoil, Arcane, you can pick between Merciless, Deadhead, and Flare. I'm going to use Flare. I will say Deadhead is better because of the 30% headshot multiplier and also fixes Weapon Recoil. But I'm going to use this. On a Heat Status effect, we do have Heat. You get 12% increased damage for 10 seconds, stacks up all the way up to 480, which is a lot of increased damage. That's the Arcane. For the passive, plus 50% reload speed when magazine is emptied, and it has 20% ammo efficiency, which is okay. That's the passive. Now for the stats, the fire rate and the stash chance are the only good stats here. Everything else sucks. The magazine size is fine. Now maximum for pickup is fine-ish. Reload speed is kind of slow, so you always have to exhaust your mag to have the 50% reload speed to make it faster. If you prematurely reload, it's going to take a while. Accuracy is high, it's automatic, 1.2 punch through thanks to Merciless Gunfight. The weapon has no ricochet, no chaining, no AoE. It's a generic single target PPR, so you need this. Riven Dispo sucks, I will not recommend, especially on this weapon. Critical chance isn't the greatest, but we're going to focus on critical chance. Critical damage, average. Stat chance is good, and total damage is horrible. Overall, the stats, not the greatest. These are the stats, passive, mods, arcane, and now for the second build. And the final build is the Velox Inclusion build. This build is going to focus around the Velox Inclusion. It's a brand new mod for Velox. What it does is, on hit, you gain ability strength up to 60%. Consumes that ability strength on your next ability cast. It's designed around duration-based abilities, gun buffer abilities, and channeling abilities. It's not really designed for casters. It helps, I guess. And the way we're going to build around this mod, we're going to use fire rate mods, reload speed, magazine capacity, and punch through. So you can hit multiple enemies to get more stacks. And that's it. These are the mods. We're going to also use secondary encumber. You're going to be shooting enemies. You're going to prime enemies to help you out. And that's it. These are the mods. Arcane. And now it's time for me to show you these two builds against the units. Alright, let's start. I'm going to spawn level 205 Steel Path or competitive dudes. No buffs armor strip. Like always, first things first, we need to get some stacks. It's a single target PPR with horrible stats. I don't know who the hell is going to defend this weapon. It's horrible. We have weapons that are like 5+ years old that have better stats than this and perform much better than this. The base damage is just way too low. It's a single target PPR with horrible stats. Like stat chance and the fire rate are the only good stats. The only good ones. We have plenty of these weapons, and this one is just horrible. Just really bad. That's the first build. Now for the second build. So the way this works is you're going to shoot enemies. You're going to see a buff top right. Like this. Easily capping it. There it is, the buff. Then you're going to use your buff ability or duration base ability or whatever. And it's just going to make your ability give you more stacks, like more damage. For example, Nourish is going to be much stronger, giving me, let's see, yeah, 135% damage increase and 2.8 energy multiplier. The moment I use Nourish, it consumes those stacks. You can see it's gone. So when I look at Nourish now, it's 96 increased damage and 2.29x energy multiplier. So that's how it works. You shoot enemies, you use your buff ability, you shoot enemies, you use a buff ability, and that's pretty much it. And there you go. Those are two builds. Now it's time for me to show you the first build against the Steel Path enemies. So, let's go. And we're in. I'm up against the Corrupted Enemies Mod Survival Steel Path. No buffs. I might use some buffs later, but for now, no buffs. I do have Reinforced Bond. It's a companion mod that gives me 60% fire rate, which helps. It's right over here. That's it. This is a single target PPR with horrible stats. It just isn't good. When it comes to clearing, horrible. Single target, horrible. It's really bad. It's a fast firing stash chance weapon. Awful. Awful. Like I said, we have weapons that are like 5, 8 years old that do the exact same thing this thing does, but 10 times better, like so much better. You need clear, it's a horde game. If you want to finish missions faster, if you want to have a higher KPM, you need to have some sort of clear, and this weapon doesn't. Merciless Gunfight helps a little bit. You heavily rely on enemy's placement, and you have to use a grouping ability for the 1.2 punch 2 to do anything. I know people are going to ask, what about Blast? Blast isn't good on weapons with horrible base damage. You're just going to proc a bunch of ticklish blast sticks that aren't going to do much. Remember, Blast scales off of 30% of weapon's base damage, and this weapon's base damage is way too low. It has the sash chance, it does have the fire rate, but it doesn't have the base damage. I believe this is the Eki Boy. It just isn't good. MR fodder, really bad. Even with the exclusive mod, it just isn't good. Alright, buddy. Alright, buddy. Are you done? Roll. Reload. Stop it. Reload. There we go. Horrible. Horrible. It's cool. I mean, I guess it's cool looking. It does sound awesome, but that's it. I'd rather have something that is good than cool, to be honest. Good first, cool second. But yeah, that's it. I believe you guys seen enough. Time for me to leave, boys. And be right back. And there you go. Velox Prime sucks. I will not recommend. It just isn't good. It's MR fodder. Use it, level it to 30, and toss it aside. It just isn't good. Wait for Incarnon or something. But yeah. That's the weapon and the builds. I hope you guys somehow enjoy the builds. Leave a like and sub, and of course, see y'all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.